How's it going? This is Tuesday Brew with me, Mr. Tyler Solze, and Loki Amos. How's it going, Mark? You alright?
Hello. Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, good week. Actually, no, I'm sick.
Why? What have you been eating?
I don't know, I think my wife poisoned me with something. Plus, we've just seen Ocean's 8, which, well, I'll tell you later, but...
That's made you sick.
Well, it didn't make me feel any better. Yeah, that's our Tuesday Brew movie review, Ocean's 8. Can I have a biscuit?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Anyway, after our movie review, we're going to be talking about what?
We're going to just got some trailers to watch that we're going to give our reactions to. Also, we have a little bit of news. And then we're going to be doing our What You Been Up To.
Nice one. Sorry, mate, I'm still eating this biscuit. If you're ready, let's go. Okay, mate, so we've just seen Ocean's 8, and I've got some strong thoughts on this film, but I'm going to start with you. Go.
I weren't blown away. There was bits I really enjoyed. But before we go into it, I just want to tell people who don't know what the film's about. Debbie Ocean, she's been in prison for about 5 years, and when she comes out of prison...
It's the sister, right?
Yeah, it's the sister. She's been gathering all her thoughts and ideas of the perfect heist, and the heist that she wants to do is steal a $150 million necklace from the Met Gala with an all-female crew.
Yeah, they mention it, didn't they? She says Kate Blanchett is Lou, and she says, "Oh, why not this bloke for our team, whatever?" And Sandra Bullock. Deborah Ocean.
I don't want men.
Yes, isn't it? She says something like, "We don't want to stand out.
Yeah,
men get looked at, women
we get ignored."
Yeah, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
that's why there's no men in this film.
But then saying that, they're all quite beautiful women, you know. So they're not gonna not stand out, you know.
Exactly.
It's not all these young 20-year-old women. It's older women who are naturally beautiful.
If you like massive cheekbones from surgical operations, you'll love this film.
What, Sandra Bullock?
I'm terrible, aren't I?
Yeah, but I noticed her lip at the top.
I did notice that. I just think these women in Hollywood, you know, you get 30, 35, 40, their cheeks just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you've got to share. Just grow old gracefully, man.
But then...
I think it's bad that we've got this Ocean's film all female and we're just knocking what they look like.
Yeah. No, I tell you what.
I didn't have a go at George Clooney for how he looked. Sandra Bullock, Debbie Ocean is the leader, like Danny Ocean.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett, number 2. Rihanna is the nerd, the tech.
Yeah.
Backup.
You know, I really thought Rihanna and... Smithy, what's his name? Smithy.
James Corden.
Yeah, James Corden. I thought they were going to really bother me because I'm not a big fan of theirs normally.
Okay.
But they didn't really bother me that much.
No, they didn't bother me. I thought, I've got no problem with Rihanna. I saw her in Valerian.
Yeah.
Her scene didn't make any sense in that film.
It was a good scene.
Yeah, she's fine. She looks amazing. Mate, we keep commenting on what these women look like. I'm going to stop that now. They all look great. Smithy. James Corden, he's in everything. He's everywhere. I loved him in Gavin and Stacey, but he fucking annoys me now.
Yeah.
But he was okay.
Most of the things I'm like with him as well. I kind of like, as you say, Smithy is great at Smithy. And that was it for me. Yeah, but good luck to him. He's doing well out there. But
he was okay in this film.
Yeah. My favourite character was Helena Bonham Carter. I can't even say her name probably, but
doesn't matter.
You know, Tim Burton's ex-wife.
Yeah,
I think she was great.
She was good. She played Irish. She can do anything, can't she?
It just shows she don't need Johnny Depp beside her.
No. Have we done the story? Yeah, she gets out of prison. She's got this heist. She gets a team. They're robbing these jewels off another character, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Who I don't really like her in much either. I know she's won an Oscar.
Yeah.
But she maybe she's meant to be annoying in this film because she annoyed me. The character did.
Yeah, I think she was supposed to be like up your arse, kind of.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, and then
blah, blah,
we'll
blah,
do
blah.
a spoilers section, and I can talk about her a bit more later. But your overall thoughts, spoiler free. Don't do thumbs up yet rating, but just what did you think? You weren't expecting much, like you said.
Yeah, and I weren't blown away. I kind of looked at it and thought, did we really need this? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring the franchise back, but bring the female cast in. A lot of people will enjoy it. I'm not saying I hated it at all. I watched it. It was an easy watch.
Yeah.
I felt like it could have finished earlier.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where I think in a bit in spoilers. But it's a forgettable film for me.
Yeah, but you didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it, but I think I'd forget about it.
Okay.
So.
I hated it. Right. I love this because we don't know, do we?
Yeah.
We come at the film and we don't talk about it until we're recording.
Which is hard because I've got to think of something else to talk to you about.
Yeah, mate, it was fucking rubbish. I was so bored. I mean, we saw one of the slowest films ever. Actually, we've seen two. We saw Space Odyssey the week before. Then we saw Hereditary, which we spoke about last week, which was slow. This was so fucking boring. It was similar to Ocean's 11 with the music was great and it was shot quite nice and the cuts were good. Characters, I didn't care about any of them.
No.
And it was just so slow.
What do you think could have changed your mind about it? What do you think would have made it a better film for you?
I think Helena Bonham Carter she's entertaining in most stuff she does. She was good. She's just a good actress. What's she done?
But you said this before we even saw this film a while back when we was talking about what films we're going to review.
I said I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see Ocean 8. I was like, there's not much out that week.
Yeah, but I got up and you drove me there and I sat through it. You know, I wanted it to be good, but...
See, this is why the unlimited card's good for you, because...
I was thinking it's rubbish for me because this
No,
film's
it's
rubbish.
good because it means you didn't pay for it. You paid for 1 month.
I paid 160 quid.
Yeah, but you've already seen how many films you've seen with it.
No, I know. It makes it. If I see a bad film, I haven't really wasted any money.
Because then technically you've seen 4 films a month.
Yeah.
You know, that's like 50 quid.
I'll tell you now, if this was on my telly, I watch a lot of films on telly, I would have turned it off.
Yeah.
I was so fucking bored. It's hard to be bored in a heist film.
Yeah.
Because con men, con artists, they're exciting.
So you agree with what I said about it being too long?
Yeah, do you know how long it was? It felt long.
It was an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah,
Something
I mean,
like that.
she gets out of prison, it all starts okay, but then getting the team together took ages. And the only one memorable character is Helena Bonham Carter.
But then you say it took ages. I kept thinking, you're doing this massive heist for $150 million fucking necklace, and you're like, do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll do it with you. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm risking going to jail for this, but
mate,
why not?
If you want me to start talking plot holes, I will.
We'll do that in a minute in spoilers.
Okay.
But there's a few other characters I felt like were wasted.
Go on.
That girl from Mindy.
Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
She plays a character called Amita, who's a jewellery... She makes jewellery. I think she's an ex-con that Deborah Ocean knows
I
about.
take it her dad knew him as well, because she's like, I'm sorry about your dad.
Oh, was there a link there?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the films in the original.
Okay. I mean, I was so bored. I was looking for the long con. You know, all these Oceans films, all these con artist films, there's a big long con going on in the background. And at the end, you sort of find out, oh, they were in on it all the time, or they didn't know this, or they did know this. And they do a little flashback sequence. They did all that, but the twist wasn't even a twist. But we'll talk about it in spoilers.
Do you think they've done this way because they wanted to connect with the original fans of the first 3, you know, or especially the first 2?
They done it because they wanted all female Ocean's 11.
But then I always look at it and think that you've got some really strong female actresses there.
Yeah,
who don't need to do this kind of film just to say we're a leading female cast. You know, we can make great leading films ourselves.
Yeah, the fact that it was female led, that wasn't the problem with the film. There's nothing wrong with having an all female team. As I said, they kind of explained why they didn't have any men, because men stand out. Well, talking of men, was it Richard Armitage, old Oakenshield from The Hobbit? He was in it. He was the main. Mate, you're looking at me like he wasn't in it. That's how bland he was.
I'm trying to fucking think who he was.
I'll scroll across a bit and I get his name, get his character name. He was Claude Becker.
Oh, yeah, her ex-flame.
Yeah, we can say that, right? That's not a spoiler.
I don't think it's a spoiler.
No. He plays Sandra Bullock's Debbie Ocean's ex. And the fact that he didn't know... Yeah.
Why have we got scissors here?
I was cutting something earlier. Sorry, mate.
It's like you should leave scissors in front of children.
Oh, are you? I'll put them over there. I'm just looking at our screen. We've got the characters up. Damian Lewis.
Where was he?
He was cut then because he wasn't in it.
I didn't see him in it.
Did I fall asleep?
No. But if you fell asleep, I fell asleep because I can't remember him in it. What did he do?
Carl Rayner wasn't in it either. He's come up on the cast list.
Were any of these people in it?
Yeah, some of them were.
No, but I know you hated it. I thought it was an easy watch. I know people out there, you could hear in the cinema people laughing.
You're very forgiving, I think.
Yeah. I can't hate films. No, well, I can, but
I feel bad. We did a practice podcast, didn't we? Our first one, episode 0, a solo, a Star Wars story, and I felt bad because it was watchable, but I proper hated on it, and I felt a bit guilty because people should see it. It's probably one of the worst Star Wars films, but this one, the worst Ocean's film. You must agree so far. Okay,
I agree with you there. I think there's bits that you could enjoy, and there was people in the audience. You could hear them going, "Oh, that's so funny." Oh, yeah. Corden said, "You got 2 of these," and it's like,
"Oh, that was a funny line."
But there's a lot of bits where people who are just, I don't know, class them just. I'm gonna say normal people. Right? When I say normal people, I mean in film fan way. No, I
don't understand.
Okay, let me just explain. You and I. We go to cinema a lot. We watch a lot of films. We devote a lot of time to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you got the people like our parents, who will watch a lot more TV and the odd film at the cinema. Mm-hmm. And when they say an odd film at the cinema, they'd go and see something like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you saying the old critics will hate it, general audiences will love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So we're not really a general audience. Is that what you mean? Well, I'm not because I didn't like it.
No.
But we're not film critics.
No.
We're not that sort of level.
No. But what I'm trying to say is that there are people out there who would enjoy this.
Okay.
No, but there's going to be people. There's going to be people that fucking love it.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, I've seen it 8 times.
Okay. Well, I've got to do spoilers just to tell you why those people are wrong. Okay.
Spoiler time.
First of all, there's no fucking villains.
No.
You had Vincent Cassel, the French guy, Andy Garcia, Al Pacino, all in the last 3.
Yeah.
And the heroes, they're robbing fucking casinos. No one likes casinos. No one's rooting for the house. And in this one, these women just robbing fucking jewellery from an innocent museum. So that doesn't make any sense because I'm not really rooting for them. And also there's no tension. Literally nothing goes wrong with their plan. They plan it, they do it. That's the fucking film. Even when they find out they need a little magnet to get the necklace off, it's just all resolved in the next scene because Rihanna's sister sorts it out. But, that's my rant. What did you think, Mark?
I thought it was too long. I thought it could have been cut at once the heist was done. The original heist when they walk out with it around their ears and the necklace and the bracelets.
They've nicked the necklace. They've
dismantled it, haven't they? In the toilet.
To get the necklace out of the museum, Mindy Kaling.
But then where she dismantles it...
She dismantles it, yeah.
Yeah, all her tools are in cupboards and a child...
Oh, yeah, she sneaks off to the toilet, changing...
Yeah, changing
baby
unit.
Changing. Yeah, they set that all up. That's fine.
So how long has it been set there for? Because no one else goes in there with kids and...
I don't know. That wasn't a plot hole for me.
No, to me, I was like, hold on a minute. I go and... Maybe because I go in this place a lot.
There's a lot of setting up that you don't see. Which maybe previous Ocean films, maybe you see that, more of that stuff. I don't know. Anyway, it's all set up and she dismantles it into different jewellery and then each of them wear a different piece of jewellery. like earrings.
Because they're all looking for the necklace.
Yeah,
they're not
so
expecting to look for.
That's clever, you know.
Yeah. Makes sense. But I thought it should have cut there. I thought it should have just ended and been like.
Well, I say it was slow. The heist sort of happens, I don't know, midway through, and then we have to sit through the fucking investigation.
Yeah, which is the bit that I think you should have cut.
James Corden comes in halfway through, and he's an insurance investigator who's well known to Debbie Ocean, and I think everyone tends to all be on her payroll at the end.
Because I think if you cut that bit, you would have probably got it down to an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's a good length for you.
Yeah, for that film anyway. You know, it, like you said, it dragged in places, definitely. And
it wasn't exciting.
Nah.
You know, you meet new characters in the Ocean's films, Ocean's 11, and, you know, it's exciting what they're going to do.
But, you know, before, I'm not going to talk about the ending just yet, because I think we should talk about some of the characters.
Okay.
But there's a bit I want to talk about the ending regarding the twist, in the sense, you know, the bit
we've got a couple of twists, but yeah, talk about it in a minute.
Yeah. So character wise, I like that. Is it Tammy?
Yeah, you've got a mum. She plays like a mother, homemaker who's an ex-con.
That's what I like about her, because she's kind of this homely figure,
yeah.
But then she's got this dark background, you know.
So we first meet her as
a thief.
Yeah, she's a thief. We first meet her in her house. She's got a kid. She's having a go at him. She's on the phone. And then she meets Sandra Bullock in the garage, and it turns out she's been still robbing trucks, basically. And she says, Sandra Bullock says, how'd you hide all this from your husband? And she just said, I just tell him it's eBay stuff.
Yeah, but then why would, like, if my wife said that to me, I'd be like, why you got fucking 10 blenders? Why are you buying 10 blenders for? There's
a lot of plot holes. I mean, I think when they wrote this film, they thought, let's do Ocean's 11.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, but do it all women. That's it. That's all we need. That's enough. That's our hook. It's all women. Come see it.
Yeah.
You need more. You need more than the fact that it's all women. You need better characters. And they all stay together after the heist. Do you remember Ocean's, the original? They all fuck off different ways. I mean, that's how you get caught, just sticking all together, hanging around, drinking.
There's a lot of things like that. You know, like they're trying to be really careful and cover their tracks. You know,
they don't, do they?
And at the end, she's got this piece of paper. She's crossing off what she's done.
Yeah.
It's poof. It's disappeared. We're going to set this bloke up. Cross her.
Yeah, 5 years she's been thinking about this, and she has to carry this list of. It's for the audience, basically. And she crosses off things as they're done. They all sort of meet. They all go to the gallery beforehand. They're all very visible. They don't use like burner phones. They've all got their iPhones out. Everything seems very traceable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then there's still bits you kind of see. Like when they're walking around the gala before, the Met before the gala itself. Mm-hmm. You got Debbie kind of sunglasses, tissue over her mouth going... You know, trying to cover up her face, you know. But then you've got Tammy walking around willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Full on. It's like, you either all should be, you know, because you all were criminals.
Yeah.
You all were thieves before.
You're all known to the police.
So wouldn't you all try to cover up, or, you know?
I don't know. I just... When they're talking coffee shops, they're sitting on a bench with a laptop open with a video feed of the CCTV in the Met. Just one person needs to see that, and they'll report them to the police. Yeah. Excuse me, officer, there's a 50-year-old Australian lady checking out CCTV footage with a young Rastafarian girl sitting opposite the Met. Do you want to talk about the twists at the end?
Yeah.
One of the twists is that they're all having a drink after celebrating, and Anne Hathaway, who is the Mark or the Mule, I don't know.
I kind of had a feeling that she's going to be involved.
Well, she walked in. And I thought, oh, she must have been in it all the time. You know, she must have been in with this gang. And we didn't know. It wasn't that. She just figured them out, didn't she?
Yeah, but also, wasn't there only 7 before?
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I wasn't counting. But yeah, she was the 8th. My problem is that it's already been established. She's like the most famous rich lady in the world or whatever. She doesn't deserve like an extra $30 million or whatever it is.
I think I didn't mind Anne Hathaway. I know you didn't like her character. I think she's a beautiful woman, you know.
Yeah.
And and I think she played her character well, especially if you didn't like her. Obviously, she's doing something right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she was annoying. Yeah, she's like the celebrity.
Yeah. So if you don't get it just yet, the twist is.
Yeah, the second twist, they steal shitloads more necklaces than we actually thought they did, because they get Yen from the other Oceans movies, the little flexible guy who fits in a box, to nick the rest, and we find out at the end. That's the twist.
But they're already contradicted themselves. We don't want men involved.
Oh yeah,
but he's flexible. We can kind of let him in. You know? We can give him a free pass.
We can have a man, but have him behind the scenes.
He's in the cupboard.
Yeah.
In the food trolley, and we're going to push him about. That's what we think of him.
Yeah.
No, but it was nice to see an old character pop up. Did we see? Here
we go. I'll get you another old character. Elliot Gould.
He popped in it.
Who plays Reuben in the first three.
I like his outfit. You know, his big hat and his woolly jacket, and
Did you think we can talk about Danny Ocean? He's dead, right?
Yeah, but how many times? I think they're going to do another one.
And he's alive.
And he's going to lie, because how many references were there towards his character? You know?
So.
Oh, sorry about your brother.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your brother?
There's a picture of him, of George Clooney. So I assumed he's going to come out at the end. She visits his grave right at the end, and I thought he'd pop up and go, wobble his head, like he does.
But maybe that was part of the thing to lure the audience in. Kind of goes you thought he might turn up, maybe at the end,
and he didn't.
But he didn't. So
I'm really disappointed.
Yeah,
that's how
and
they
then
wanted
you
me
want another one, so they're gonna have to do Ocean's 9, and he's gonna be the 9th member.
It's just, mate,
in drag.
It's just saving money. There's no Brad Pitt. There's no Matt Damon. There's no George Clooney. They just bring Elliot Gould out because he's fucking cheap.
From around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm just hiding around the corner. Just paying my respects.
Yeah.
It's like
Ocean's 11 people. The Frank Sinatra remake. Ocean's 12 is an extra one. Is it Catherine Zeta-Jones or is it Julia Roberts? Anyway,
I can't remember.
They matched the number of people, didn't they?
Yeah. So this wasn't it though, until the end. If you took Anne Hathaway out, there were 7 throughout the whole film. That's why at the end I was saying to you, I kind of had a feeling someone like she's going to be involved.
Yeah, I was annoyed it was her. I thought they might do something different. Anyway.
Yeah, I just couldn't think what they could do.
Well, the 8th one could have been like an inside man or a woman who works at Cartier where they make the diamond necklace.
Yeah. Like the bloke who's checking the diamonds at the end. He's like...
That's the guy I was thinking of, yeah. I thought he could
have put him in there, got rid of the cord and got all of that, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Put it back in the vault for another 50 years. No one know, you know what I mean?
I thought that. When he's looking at it, I thought, even if you know it's fake, just say, yeah, fuck it, just put it back in the vault.
Can't be arsed with all this shit.
Who cares?
Close it, done. 50 years, I'll be dead in 50 years. No one's going to question me. No one's going to see it ever again. And them girls are going to be better off, you know what I mean?
That's what he should have done.
But they get, 38 million?
Yeah, if you add it all up, they open the fridge and they've... I think it's only Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett and Mindy Kaling who know that they've stolen all the other necklaces. And then they reveal it all to the rest of the group and they get, 38 million each.
I have to say, when they revealed it to the crew... Mindy was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you were involved.
Yeah, they do the whole Ocean's 11 flashback scene and that they actually got Yen in and they nicked loads more stuff than we thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mindy was part of that.
She looked really surprised.
Yeah.
But she was involved. I was like, oh, she's not that good, is she? But
that big reveal, the big twist, it wasn't that exciting.
Nah.
When they revealed it and then they say, oh, let's do a flashback. They even do that little dream sequence noise and they cut back to it. I thought, oh, this would be a good scene with Yen jumping about. It wasn't as good as the old Ocean's 11 scenes where he's jumping around. He's really tense and he almost falls and there's a countdown. It's so much more exciting. This, they just showed him nicking some jewellery, gets back in a box.
He does some little leg thing, doesn't he? Straightens his legs out.
Why did he do that straighten leg thing? No one's watching him and marking him for points like the gym.
Watch his landing.
Yeah.
10, Yeah, but I'll tell you what I did like. All right. What made me chuckle was the beginning. All right, when she left prison, Debbie Ocean.
I did like that bit also.
And she was like picking up bits of perfume, eyeliner, whatever the fuck it was, and taking to a different counter saying, "Can I get a refund?" And she knew she wasn't going to get a refund, so she just asked for a bag to put all her stuff in. And I thought, that's great. I'm going to try that. I'm going to go HMV next week. Excuse me. Yeah. Got all these. Returns, please. She
leaves prison, doesn't she? She's got 45 quid. So she's got nowhere to go, nowhere to live. And she sort of cons her way into getting a load of free shit.
So that's probably the best part of the film.
Yeah, she cons her way into getting a free hotel room, which is clever.
And then she takes a suitcase and a coat and, free bloody shampoos and everything.
But that's sad that that's the best part of the film. Yeah. And then we've got to sit through the rest of this boring ass heist.
So... what other bit? Was there any bits that you kind of enjoyed or liked?
I'm terrible, aren't I?
If there isn't, it doesn't matter because in the end of the day,
I felt like walking out and watching a better film. Most of this film, I think I realised quite early in that this film is not going to get any better.
Yeah.
I was praying for a big twist that was really clever, and it wasn't. They just stole more stuff than we thought.
Yeah.
Big whoop. Sorry, mate. I'm trying to think of something good to say.
No, it's fine.
Rihanna. She was the tech nerd, and they're all dressing up, all fancy for this to mingle with this Met Gala. And she's the one stuck in the van, typing on a computer. And I was thinking, no, I want to see her in a dress.
Yeah.
And she looked fucking amazing. She got out and she wore a dress to help them smuggle it out, and she looked good. There you go. That's my.
So the thing, Constance, when she came out in a dress. Because throughout the whole thing, she got this tomboy look. The hat.
She was a comedy
clothes.
comedy character, wasn't she?
And then she came out in a nice dress and looked very
elegant.
Yeah, definitely.
But if that's all they're going to give us, if they're just going to, let's do one with women. Let's make them look good. We know they look good. They're movie stars. Do something a little bit different this time.
With animals.
What?
Ocean's 9 with animals.
With 9 animals.
With 9 dogs.
Do they talk?
No.
They got to talk.
They're in a kennel when they're trying to figure out how to steal the biscuits.
Is this animated?
No, live action.
If someone does that, then you need some money.
That's my rights.
Okay.
All right. So shall we give it a rating?
Do our shitty thumbs up thing we do.
You're the one who come up with it,
Oh no, mate! It just proves how ridiculous ratings are. We do 2 thumbs up, 1 thumbs up, and then thumbs down.
I'm just going to be flat. No thumbs down for me. It's
so your hands are flat.
Hands are flat. Kind of just saying it's okay if you want to watch a film that you don't have to think about. You can fall asleep in, or just have a few moments where you chuckle to yourself. You can go and enjoy it. But
okay,
it's not for everybody.
No, I want to give it 2 thumbs down, but
mate, there's been a lot worse films than
I know, that's the thing. There's so many films I'll give it 1 thumbs down. Okay, so 1 thumbs down from me, but check it out for yourselves, and no thumbs up or down from Mark.
Yeah, always check films out, it's worth checking.
Yeah, don't trust us. We could be talking bollocks. As I said, we're not film critics.
If you want to give us your opinion of the film, just tweet us, send us a message, and at Choose a Broadcast, and let us know your thoughts.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, mate, so trailers this week. We've had a few good ones, a few shit ones, I think.
Agree.
Yeah, first one, Alpha. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
I assume from that laugh you think it's a shit one.
It looks kind of forgettable. The only films I can think of about that prehistoric era is things like 10,000 BC and Year One with Jack Black, To me, both very forgettable films. I can't remember what happens in them and stuff like that. But all I always think is that 10,000 BC was over the top. Everything was over the top.
Yeah, it was big budget. I remember.
Yeah.
I like the Smilodon. the saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
That looked
And you
good.
see a saber tooth in this.
Yeah, I immediately thought, well, that don't look as good as the 10,000 BC one.
But then it kind of like started like that. I thought, oh, maybe they're going to see like a woolly mammoth and stuff like that. And you do see one dead, but then you just see him playing around with a dog for most of it. And just like,
Yeah, it's, Alpha is going to be about this kid and caveman kid and the first sort of dogs, the first, I don't know, first man's best friend, I'm guessing.
it's going to be great for pet lovers, I think. You know,
Yeah.
my sister would like it.
It looked, the CGI looked good, but the whole film sort of felt a bit History Channel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, something that you might put on a Sunday afternoon for the kids to watch
Yeah.
while you're making dinner. Not saying I won't go and see that at cinema. It's not a film that I think I've got to go and see that.
Mate, I was surprised it said it was coming out of theatres at the end.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be
Maybe
telly.
it's selected.
Yeah. Cody Smith McPhee, I love his name. He was the kid from The Road, that dark film.
And the remake of Let Me In.
Let Me In, yeah. Nightcrawler. He did Nightcrawler
What,
in...
X-Men?
Yeah, you know the Apocalypse one?
Yeah. Didn't know that.
But yeah, not much to say about this trailer. Just have a look. But it looks pretty poor. And it does this thing where this is millions of years ago. Well, tens of thousands of years ago. And it does this modern song. Popular song. It's an Imagine Dragons song. Quite recent. It's really overplayed. And it doesn't suit this trailer.
Do you think it's to try to modernise the film? Like, we need to get a younger audience because only old people who are around back in the prehistoric time will know what this film's about. So if we put younger music in, we're going to get
Right,
teens.
but I have to stop you there. Are you suggesting there's prehistoric men
No,
going to the cinema?
No. I'm trying to say that maybe the filmmakers think there are, you know,
Okay.
living in their delusional world they live in.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, all them old people from when mammoths were walking about. So we need to get a younger audience, a younger target audience.
Right.
And
So stick some Imagine Dragons on.
Yeah. I really like that song.
Yeah.
I better go and see that film.
It won't be in the film. But they do that a lot. A lot of trailers, wherever there's, period dramas, they'll put a modern track on.
I'm hoping that the music, what we see in the trailer, is all in the first 5 minutes. The wolf dies and the boy goes on a rampage because maybe his
Yeah, that'd be great.
people that he's because he's on his own. He's lost from his family, isn't he? Maybe they kill his dog like John Wick style, and then he goes on a rampage.
That would be brilliant. But yeah, that's not going to happen. This film's going to be
Never say
softish.
never.
Yeah. Okay, next one. What did I see? Nobody's Fool. Comedy with Tiffany Haddish. Do you remember?
It was that Tyler Perry one. Directed it. He's written and directed it, I think.
Oh, I thought he's not in it then.
I didn't see him in it unless he's dressed up like
Maybe he
the
could
bird.
be any character. He's a man of many faces. Yeah.
But do you know what? When we first put this trailer on, I was like, I don't know if I can watch this, because it looks like it's going to be really shit, right? It's the first Tyler Perry trailer that I've watched that I've actually laughed at.
Yeah, I found it, well, when it's, like you said, I started the trailer and thought, oh, same old bollocks. Just needs Tyler Perry or Kevin Hart or, I don't know, Wayne's brother. Shit joke, shit time. But yeah, I laughed. Whoopi Goldberg's in it.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
Did you, the end bit?
Yeah.
This Tiffany Haddish's character just gets out of prison and you can assume her mum doesn't really want nothing to do with her, played by Whoopi Goldberg. And she talks to her out the window like she's got a bad phone reception. Because
looking right at her.
Maybe she phones her, well, she gets phoned from jail and she's just been doing that for years. Or the connection's bad. I can't hear you. Yeah. And she does it in real life out the window and it's funny.
I've got to say, I watched Ghost the other day with a wife, all right?
Oh, the Ghost?
Patrick Swayze, rest in peace, bless him. Loved a bit of Swayze. He was a good back in the day.
Roadhouse? Yeah.
Dirty Dancing. No, Roadhouse, Donnie Darko, stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's what was best about him.
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing. No, but I was watching that and obviously Whoopi Goldberg's in that and I was thinking to myself, I really need to see her something new, something, some modern.
Yeah, I can't remember the
film.
last thing she did.
No. She was in something that long. I can't remember.
I'll stick it in later. I'll sound clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastard.
I
would have done one. No, but I saw it and I thought I'd need more. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah. And, still funny as normal. You know, it's like
She's funny, yeah.
Yeah.
She was good in Ghost. Yeah, I don't think I'll see it at the cinema, but I'll catch it on telly or download.
Yeah.
The other trailer I saw this week is Searching. It's a lot like this film Unfriended, where the whole film is viewed through.
Yeah, sorry. Do
you remember it? Did you see?
I was getting confused what film it was then.
It's called Searching. And
was that the one where it's kind of like looking through the webcam?
Yeah, I think the whole film, just like Unfriended, the whole film is through a webcam or TV news. There's no actual traditional sort of camera work.
Yeah.
And it looked good.
Yeah.
It looked dark, man.
Do you know the bit where they had all the different screens open and it was her face, but every time they clicked down, her face was changing? I thought that was really clever.
Yeah,
really
I don't
cool.
think that's in the film, but the trailer made it look good, yeah. John Cho.
I'm going
to say John Cho.
I'm going to say John Chow. One of us has got to be right.
Yeah. Okay, well, write us a letter.
Yeah,
Tweet
us, yeah. Choose every cast. Mark, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. It looks quite unnerving. He plays a dad, and I think his daughter Margot is lost. So he's contacting people on maybe her computer to try and find her.
Yeah.
But then you get these little quick cuts of a bit of violence, and maybe he's not this loving dad. Maybe he's involved. Abusive. Maybe. I don't know.
I can't see it being a long film. It seems to be one of those things, especially if it's done through webcam, social media, stuff like that, and news.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine it being a 2-hour, 10-minute film. I think it'd be a lot shorter than that.
Okay. Well, I can't. The Unfriended film I watched on TV, download, I can't imagine seeing this on a big screen.
Nah.
Because you're just watching a computer screen, aren't you? The whole film.
Yeah.
So that's going to be weird at the cinema, right?
Maybe we should watch it on a computer screen, on the laptop, in bed.
That'd freak you out even more.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll watch it. But again, maybe not Cineworld.
No, it done really well at Sundance, didn't it? So, it won some awards there. It's in cinemas in August, so that'd be.
He's a good actor. I liked him in the Star Treks.
Yeah, he's good in Star Trek.
Mate, next trailer. We've just watched it because I wanted to get your reaction. I haven't made you watch it all week.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this, and this is based on characters that I grew up with.
Is your Rocky your favourite?
One
film?
of my favourite films of all time.
1970s
Probably, yeah.
Rocky. Yeah. So Creed 2, and I've just let you watch it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I couldn't say nothing when I was watching it, but it looked good. It looked really good. It's he looks bigger, beefier. He's like, it looks like it's set probably after he's had a few title defences, and it's got that same feel like a lot of the other Rocky films and the old Creed film. The previous Creed film.
Yeah, it felt like the old Creed film.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like the old Rocky film.
No, what I'm saying about the old Rocky films is when Adonis says to Rocky, "You don't think I can win?" Basically, Rocky says that to Mickey in the old films.
See, I knew you'd have some insight.
So it's like, because in the Rocky films, he after he beats Apollo, he basically fights some hand-picked fighters to retain his belt, and then he fights Mr. T. And Mr. T destroys Rocky in the first round. Yeah, so they've got that. So they've kind of hinted that Rocky doesn't believe that Adonis could beat Drago's son. So it coming across...
He looked good. He didn't turn up to the last second of
but
the
you
trailer.
don't see much of him in his face either, so you don't see how mean he is.
No. He's a professional boxer, right?
I don't know.
The guy that plays him? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't think he's been in much.
But it's nice to see all the characters back. There's some of the cinematography looks amazing. Did you see that under the water bit?
The training underwater.
Yeah, that reminds me of Ali. There's an image of Ali fighting underwater, or training underwater. Yeah. So they've probably taken that inspiration and put it into the film. And I think that's such a beautiful image.
It looked good. I talked about music earlier, like inappropriate popular songs. This track was awesome. Kendrick Lamar, Damn, which I think is going to be the main theme.
Yeah.
It matched the trailer. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about Drago, he's in it. He's Dolph Lundgren's back in it.
No, he's not.
And his son, is he not?
No. Sorry, I was really sorry. Sorry, mate. Start again.
He did look awesome. He's played by Florian Munteanu, which I've probably butchered.
There was a while back that Sylvester Stallone said that after the defeat by Rocky, he went back to his home country and he kind of went downhill and died. This
Who,
was
Drago?
Drago,
the original.
yeah. But
Okay.
obviously, he must have gone, "No, we need him back. Let's put him into this film." But they
Yeah.
can do that with films nowadays, can't they? You know, if you don't see a character die off screen, you can bring him back.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. But I think he looks like Creed, Michael B. Jordan. You know, like his dad.
Yeah,
You know,
I keep thinking, who the fuck would name their kid Adonis? But then who would name their kid Apollo? You know?
Yeah.
It's just
They're
as
like
ridiculous.
Greek gods, aren't they?
Yeah.
Names.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You've got that tight whipping the camera around for all the fight scenes. It's brilliant.
I always thought Stallone deserved an Oscar for his portrayal of Rocky in the first Creed film. You know?
Okay.
It was really moving and emotional.
It wasn't just a cameo. It was a...
It's kind of like Adonis gave Rocky something to live for, you know, because he was ready to die. And I think now, I don't think they're going to focus on any illness or anything like that. I think it's more of, you know, like a father figure to him. He's going to...
Oh, he has a kid in the trailer, right?
Yeah. With the girl from...
Tessa Thompson's in it as Bianca.
Yeah.
Which I think it's the first thing I ever saw her in was Creed. I've seen her in Thor Ragnarok, other things since. She's good.
But that kind of reminds me a bit of the original Rockies as well. Because you remember when you see Adrian in the first one, she was like this shy...
Big glasses.
Pet shop worker. And then the next time she's got a bit of money, so her look changes.
Yeah.
She's a bit more confident, you know. And same with... I can't remember her name now. What's the character's name? Donis's girlfriend?
Bianca.
So, Bianca seems to have changed and evolved from the first one to this one as now. She looks a little bit different dressed, and that'd be interesting how far her hearing problems have gone.
Yeah, she was losing her hearing in the last
and
one.
she's just started getting them like hearing things to help.
She's
her
a musician, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's already more of an interesting character than Adrian. Not slagging off Rocky.
What did you say?
With you near me. Do you think you're going to see this one, Mark? Creed 2?
Yeah, indeed. Probably a couple of times. It'd have to be a proper IMAX. Do you know, obviously I wasn't old enough to see the original Rockies in cinema.
No.
You know, and obviously by the time I was old enough, they'd stopped making Rocky films.
Yeah.
And then they brought out Rocky Balboa, and I was so excited to go to cinema. I remember going to cinema.
I
to see that
really
film.
thought that would be shit, and I really liked it.
Yeah, the only Rocky film I've been disappointed with is 5. No. On the streets.
Yeah.
This is streets.
Is that the Tommy Gunn one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was poor.
Yeah, so that's the only one that I thought, it's a bit... And it didn't have the same composer in that film, so it kind of like... You have to kind of forget that one.
Okay. Well, you're recommending Creed 2 for everyone?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And you're going to see it 3 times in a week, probably?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
mate.
go without you. On my own.
You could go with me once.
Yeah, I'll go with you once.
And then I'll be like, I'll leave it a couple of years. See the next one.
I'll be like, I've brought it on Blu-ray still, but 4K. Let's watch it again.
Watch it again. And then watch it again after. Welcome to Marwen. It's a Robert Zemeckis film. Steve Carell, who is great as fun characters, serious characters. Foxcatcher, brilliant in that. And then Gru, the most ridiculous
animation.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. What do you think of this one? Did you see this one?
Yeah,
Welcome to Marwen.
Yeah. It's I think this pulled on my heartstrings a little bit, mate. I've got a thing about films like this. You know, it's got a bit of a character who's like down and out or really low in themselves.
You can say what happens. It's in the trailer.
So basically he's beaten up by Nazis. Like,
he's what would you... Hereditary, she was a miniaturist, wasn't she? He just makes models and takes photos.
I think that was different. I think I think what he was an artist.
Right.
But once he got beaten up, he suffered it and he couldn't just about write his own name. So he made models with like Barbie dolls near enough and stuff like that, Action Man and stuff like that.
War sort of dioramas, World War II dioramas, yeah.
And a bit like the Hereditary, where he kind of makes scenes of his own, what's happened to him in his life, or like his characters or himself.
So I'll tell you what it reminded me of. Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I really like that film.
Yeah, it's has normal. It's a normal narrative, and then it has cutaways of imaginary fantasy scenes.
Yeah, use that like an escapism from the real world. So,
so his dolls will come to life, and the actors and actresses will be in doll form, and they'll play their characters. Does he believe they come to life? I'm not sure.
I think he has it in his head a little bit, because there's that scene, where he's like, more ammo, shouting more ammo. Unless he's just, visualising it in his head, and
Yeah.
he's like telling a story in his head.
Yeah, like you said, he gets beat up by Nazis, and then he has to go to court, give evidence, I'm assuming.
You see when he's in court how it affects him.
Yeah.
You know, tapping his feet, sweats. And I just felt so sorry for him, you know. I was like, no one should go for that shit in life. But seeing Robert Zemeckis, his films, you know, like Forrest Gump.
That's the first film I thought of was, you know, this special character.
Yeah.
Just reminded me of Forrest Gump.
And it's kind of like you feel for him, you know, and people around him will knock him and stuff and put him down. But there's always people who try to lift him up.
Yeah.
You know, you can see like the woman who's helping him walk again. You know, Leslie Mann character. You know,
Yeah, she's moves in across the street and then becomes one of the models.
And I really like her. I think she's genuinely a funny woman. You know, I listen to interviews of her and she just makes me laugh.
Got Janelle Monáe from Moonlight, Oscar-winning film. She was great in that as the mum.
Is that the one who's helping her walk? Or him walk?
Yeah, she plays an amputee, veteran. Helps him back on his feet after the Nazis. It's quite a nasty attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even in the trailer.
Smack from the back of the head.
Yeah.
What did you think of the way it looks? You know, the style of the film.
Yeah, the models are really good because they look like the actors and actresses playing them. I'm guessing it must be motion capture.
Yeah.
Their faces look kind of plasticky, but they emote. You know.
Yeah.
You can still see the actors acting. You know.
But it looks so much fun as well. So you got this sad part, but you also got this kind of action part. You know? And to me, in the trailer, it looks like it's got a perfect balance of what we want in a film. Yeah,
I at the beginning of the trailer, you know, I'm like Mr. Negative. I thought, I can't be bothered with it. But yeah, it's going to be brilliant. I'm going to make a bet now that'll do really well. I think it's going to be great. It's
obviously people who don't know who Robert Zemeckis is.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Polar Express.
Yeah. I'll get one in it. What's the other films he's done? Yeah, was it Romance of the Stone? That was one of his old ones. Castaway.
Yeah. And Forrest Gump, like we said.
Christmas Carol.
Tells good stories.
Yeah, so I think he's... I don't know if would you class it as a family film?
No. Just because of that Nazi bit.
Yeah, I think he's got parts of it that will...
Yeah, I can't tell from the first trailer how dark it gets. But yeah, maybe a family film.
Maybe a PG.
Mind you, do you know what? Would you say Forrest Gump was a family film?
No,
because I mean that was dark with the drug addiction.
A lot of people don't like Forrest Gump, but I like Forrest Gump.
Do you know what it is? It came out, it won an Oscar. It shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's not a good film.
Yeah. I think that's probably why people don't like it because it didn't deserve what.
Yeah, and also the backlash about this white man going in time, just coming up with everything.
Yeah. But it's great. It's good fun that was. I really like that. Meeting the president, go poo.
Yeah, he gave John Lennon the lyrics to Imagine. Basically, just everything was done by him.
But that's what I like about the film. It's a person who everyone doesn't expect anything from. I think it's just, as you say, it's going to be one to watch.
Yeah. It might break your heart, a bit like our next film, which I think is going to be a bit of a tearjerker. Leave No Trace with Ben Foster.
I like Ben Foster.
He's in a lot of good films. Let's look him up.
I think I think he's underrated a lot.
Yeah, I think it's because we don't really see him as a leading man, but he's the leading man in this film. Leave No Trace. He lives in the woods with his daughter, right? Are you going to say something?
Hostage.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one with Bruce Willis.
We were trying to think of the film earlier. Bruce Willis, and it's like a home invasion film with Ben Foster. Cool. What was it? Hostage, yeah. Hell or High Water, he was brilliant in.
Oh, yeah, it's great in that.
3:10 to Yuma.
Your favourite film, The Mechanic.
The Mechanic, yeah.
Yes. That's the first thing you always mention when you say Ben Foster. You're like, I always remember The Mechanic.
Yeah. And the Wings, Angel in X-Men.
He was in Warcraft as well.
Oh, that's why.
I don't think he looked great.
No, we went to Warcraft. I didn't mind it. People slated it, right? And you leaned over during the film and you said Ben Foster looks like Cersei Lannister
with a beard,
and ruined it for me because the whole rest of the film it was him in a dressed as Cersei Lannister. with his hair.
It's just because he's got long brown locks and a fucking beard.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Cersei's got a beard, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You see it now.
So every scene with him in after that, I just giggled. But you like this film?
Yeah, it looks good. As I say, it's A24. Everything from A24 recently has been great.
Yeah.
You know,
Good time is brilliant.
So it'd be definitely one to watch. I don't think it's going to get a massive release, but I think, you know, it's something that we're going to have to find where it's showing against.
A24, as you said, do some great films. This next trailer, as I said, I made Mark wait, and we just watched Creed 2. He introduced me to a new Michael Douglas trailer, which looks fucking insane, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tell him about it.
It's called Animal World. It's based off a Japanese manga of a different name. I don't know what the different name is.
So it didn't look. It looked Chinese.
Yeah.
So it's a Japanese manga made by a Chinese production company with Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're already making it confusing, but
is there aliens in it?
Yeah. Do you know? I before I made you watch this trailer, I only watched the first 30 seconds of the trailer because I thought I'll wait till I sit with Adam, you know, and they had no signs of aliens in the 30 seconds. I thought it was going to be like a mission that these people are going to do something and fight, but then you see all these aliens and him dressed as a clown and
well, it's weird because he was in the game, which had a clown and a game. This looked like he was in charge of some game.
Maybe it's a sequel to that. He's in charge of the game now.
Maybe
he sends out clowns,
but it's nothing like the game because it goes insane. There's clowns that fly. There's alien-looking monsters, animals in cages. It looks mental, but I still have no idea what it's about. Maybe that's a good thing.
It's it's not. The plot is unknown at this time.
Okay,
but
good.
A little bit of news while I'm here just for it. It's basically coming out in China. They reckon it's going to be one of the biggest films of the summer in China, but it's going to be released by Netflix around the world.
Yeah, well, if you can win over American audiences and the whole of China, that's a lot of dosh, isn't it?
Yeah. So the trailer doesn't give too much away. We don't know what's going on. I ain't got a fucking clue, but it does look like it could be tons of fun. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I like shit that's just crazy, different, you know. Yeah,
I don't want to see another trailer, really. I'd rather just put it on.
Yeah.
And I don't have to leave the house for this one, Mark.
Netflix, straight away.
Great.
This is where I put Netflix on. The wife, like, I'm just going to turn a lamp on. Oh, fuck's sake.
A lamp on?
We got a new lamp, did I not tell you?
Oh, no, that's news. Do you want to say that for our news section?
Yeah, news.
Which is coming up in a minute. Please stay with us for news of Mark's new lamp. Do you want to start with some news? We had a shit week last week. There was no news.
Still found something. So I'm sure I always leave it to the last minute to read news because I feel like if I do it earlier, by the time this comes out, everyone's been like, I heard that a week ago.
Oh, well, I'd be like, well, I'll forget it.
Yeah.
But generally, we talk about fucking Batman every week. Have you noticed?
I fucking love Batman. I've got to show you a picture. While you're talking, I'm going to find this picture of my little boy. I brought in the I Am Gotham by Tom King.
The comic?
But the graphic novel, you know, it's 6-in-1.
Oh, the thick,
Yeah, the thicker ones. I got it from Amazon. I nearly bought it from Waterstones for 15 quid. But it was £9 on Amazon.
That's
good. I was
good.
like, that's a touch.
New? Is that new?
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah.
So I ordered it and it came today and my little boy was sitting beside me when I opened it. And
he's a big Batman fan, right?
Well, he's 19 months old, all right? He looks like he's a 3-year-old. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
But
he's cleverer than you as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite smart. He says words better than me.
Definitely.
But anyway, he bollocks.
So I'll cut this a little bit.
That's fine.
Do you want me to talk about news while you're doing that?
You talk about your news while I found the picture. Okay. Basically, I got it and he opened up and every page he got to is going, Batman, Batman, Batman.
And he's wearing a Batman t-shirt.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
He's got quite a few Batman toys. Maybe I'm kind of pushing it on him.
Is that a brand new comic?
No, it's not brand new.
I was going to say, aren't you worried about him getting his greasy little fingers?
It is brand new. He was looking at it and he's turning the page. You know when they start bending, you're like, no, I'm going to take it away from you now. And he's like,
I've seen what that kid
can't,
could do with cutlery. He could tear that into smithereens.
Little fucker, that boy. Love him.
So have you read any yet of that?
No, I'm going to read it tomorrow with my tea.
It's a gorgeous looking comic. I read it.
I've already seen the next few, like I Am Suicide, I Am Goth, I Am Bane, and all the others. I'm like, I got these. I'm going to read them all. But obviously, I don't want to be spending loads of money straight away.
No.
So
yeah, you thought about downloading them?
Nah, I've got to have it in my hand, mate.
Because since you were talking about Man of Steel last week, I've downloaded a few Rebirth comics, and they look great. When I started reading comics, the covers looked great, and inside was just black outlines and a few colours.
Yeah.
But the artwork it's like cover work.
It does look great.
Yeah. Is this news? What are we talking about now?
No, we're not talking about this. That was just me telling you about my son looking at Batman.
Okay,
you mentioned Batman again. I think it's going to be a recurring thing every week. Batman.
Yeah.
The first bit of news I've got to tell you about is that they're remaking The Witches. You know, the 1990 version.
Roald
with,
Dahl?
Yeah. With Angelica Hudson. Not with her in the new one.
I was going to say. Yeah.
But it's going to be written and directed by Robert Zemeckis. Is that right? Have I said his name right?
You must have said it earlier.
Zemeckis.
We were just talking about him, weren't we?
Yeah. So basically, he's doing that new film, Welcome to Marwen.
Do you know what I say? Zemeckis.
Zemeckis.
Yeah, do it again. Say it's written.
It's written and directed by Robert Zemeckis. People just got to get normal fucking names. Yeah, Tom Smith.
Zemeckis. No, I'm messing. It's Zemeckis.
Zemeckis.
Yeah.
All right. It's written and directed by Robert Zemeckis.
That's it's still
it's
wrong.
near enough, right?
Yeah, no, I don't care.
Everyone knows who we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right? Robert, you know, the Z-Man, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call him, the Z-Man. Anyway, he's going to write and direct this, and it's going to have Del Toro to produce. So, you know, I can imagine it's just going to look...
He hasn't done a lot of production, has he, Benicio Del Toro?
No, but he's...
I'm joking, mate. You're talking Guillermo, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Good. I just know the Del Toro bit.
Yeah.
Not Sicario one.
Yeah. Go on.
No, but yeah, he's... Since doing Shape of Water, he's kind of got a lot of more...
do you know what? Shape of Water is great, but that's the perfect sort of imagery for witches, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can imagine what it's going to look like. It's going to look mental, but I think people are going to fall in love with it.
I was pretty scared of that film first time I saw it.
I bought it not long ago.
Yeah.
And I put it on Instagram so people can check it out. If you scroll down, you'll see it. And I showed my kids it.
Yeah.
And my kids freaked out by the witch when she pulls her face off.
Take their faces off, yeah.
So what I'd done,
even the kid turns into a mouse. That's freaky.
Yeah. Goes all great.
Is it Rowan Atkinson as well in the first one?
Yeah.
He's good.
But I took a picture of the witch and I put the witch under my daughter's pillow.
What?
No, but she thinks it's funny. She likes the picture. So I put it under a pillow trying to scare her.
Which daughter? The little one? Yeah, she's not scared of much.
She's 3. But she's not got no fear, you know. But she takes it out and puts it back on the floor. So I put it back under there.
That would have fucked me up at 3.
The eldest, she wanted me to stick it on the wall because I was sticking a Jurassic World poster on my son's wall, and she's like, "Dad, can you put this witch on my wall?" I'm like, "No."
What the big nose when they first?
Yeah. When after she's taken the skin off,
Jesus,
and she's got that ugly fucking face.
Yeah,
I got that picture from.
It
sounds cruel, but it's not. They think I'm mad, but you know, that's my kids for you.
The kids are weird.
Yeah. So I think that's my bit about that, and I think that'd be quite interesting to see. It's his next project that he's doing. So
after Welcome to Marwen.
Yeah.
Turtles, mate. We know you like Batman.
I love Turtles as well.
You love Turtles. They're
Turtles.
They're rebooting it again.
But the last one was only like 2 years ago.
I know. I thought they'd just do a number 3, but they're starting again. Yeah, so it's another reboot. The last films was a 2. Didn't do that badly.
Nah. The first one was alright. I didn't like the look of the turtles in the first one.
Oh, the nostrils.
Yeah, it's just odd.
People had a problem with that. But they didn't do bad. Why are they not just doing another one? They're Paramount, and
have they been taken over by another?
It's Platinum Dunes, you know, Michael Bay producing again. So they're going to start again completely.
As long as he's not directing.
No, I don't think so. We haven't got a director yet, I don't think. Another origin story again.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Like when I was a kid, I grew up with these. You know, I always remember my granddad like line up outside a toy store and buy me all the
My
figures.
my parents were the same, lined up to the
get
turtles.
all the figures, like Bebop, Rocksteady, April O'Neil, all the turtles, Splinter, Shredder, and it was great. I always remember opening them and going, "Wow, it's amazing!" So I always remember number 2, the original 2, when Raph was taken and he's in the bathtub. And he's getting drawn and the picture's awesome, but he's like being beaten up and stuff like that.
TURTLE power. I had that on vinyl. yeah.
But they were good films. I really like those films.
But that was all my news, really. Have you got anything else?
No. But saying that, you being a Turtle fan, right, when you was a kid, what do you think of it?
What, the fact that they're doing it again?
Yeah.
Well, we don't need it. There should have been a bigger gap. Or just a normal sequel. Or...
Do you think they're doing it because of the reboot of the Transformers? I think it's a perfect time.
Well, the thing I didn't like about the new Turtles reboot was it was too Transformer-y, which is because of Michael Bay, isn't it? Just shit writing and just a lot of bollocks. But yeah, if they do something different, I'll go see it. I always say this. If they do something different, I'll go see it, yeah.
Maybe they need to stick to source material and make it a bit darker.
Well, the original comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might work quite well.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I'll tell a lie. I do have a bit more news. It's related to last week. You just sort of started getting into comics.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you a list of all the best ones. I tend to stay away from the superhero stuff. There's a series of comics called Why the Last Man. It's a great story. Good you're writing it down. The reason it's news is because I just read the other day Jodie Foster is going to star in a new series. It's not going to be a film. It's going to be a series.
TV adaptation of it.
Yeah. The story is basically... Mate, I say basically way too much. I need a fucking thesaurus.
I'll make you a t-shirt of it.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
Well, I can't do it without saying basically.
That's...
Basically, there's a guy and a pet monkey, and one day all the men in the world, all the male animals, die quite gruesomely. They just explode or whatever. So he's just the only man, him and his monkey, and just a world full of women. And half the women have gone fucking nuts. So
you're not going to give away any spoilers?
No, that's all I'm going to say. Okay. But it's a great characters.
Was there any directors signed onto it, or has it got a release
not yet.
date?
No. I just thought it's become a film news because Jodie Foster, who hasn't done the stuff for 5 years.
No, she's going to be that new Hotel Artemis.
Oh yeah,
so, yeah. We'll see what she's like back again. Yeah, so that'd be interesting. Keeping it in.
But now I've told you about the graphic novel, the comic. Yeah. Would you read that, or would you wait until the film?
As soon as you said loads of people die, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a dog. Good. Well, dogs must die as well. All the male dogs.
Yeah. All the male dogs die.
I don't think you should own a dog. You were talking about getting a dog once. I think you should just leave it alone.
No, I would never hurt an animal. I'm not fucking cruel. But
you just like films where they get killed.
No. But if you ever watch a film when an animal dies is more emotional than when a human dies.
Yeah, always. That's why animals normally survive films.
All right, if you turn around and replace John Wick's dog, all right,
with a cat,
with his a cat. With a cat, people are like, fuck the cat.
Yeah, people don't give a shit about cats.
Why? But
do you know why? Dogs. Do you know why they don't give a shit about cats? Because cats don't give a shit about them. Yeah. That's why I love cats.
My mum's gonna be like, that's not true.
Your cat doesn't love you. Your cat wants to eat you.
It's to iron you up. So the last bit of news I've got is Pete Docter and Jennifer Lee are going to be overseeing all the projects of Disney and Disney Animation and Pixar. Following a step down of John Lasseter.
He was a bit huggy.
Yeah, I like a hug. I would have hugged him.
He does look very cuddly.
Yeah, he does.
But I'm assuming
with his nice shirts and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think we can say that.
My dad started wearing shirts like that. He gets quite huggy.
So he's modelling himself on
John Lasseter.
Yeah.
Don't, Dad, don't do it. No, but anyone who knows Pete Docter knows that he was a creator of things like Up, Inside Out, Monsters Inc. He's been in the company since 1990. So he's 28 years. And now he's going to be head chief up there alongside Jennifer Lee, who's going to be doing the Disney animation part. And she was a co-director and writer of Frozen.
Oh.
And
huge money that made.
Yeah, and co-writer of Wreck-It Ralph. They're taking creative control now and overseeing all projects.
Do you know what I like about John Lasseter leaving? I know he's done terrible things, so I don't know much about it. No more Cars films.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's only because he was a massive fan of cars. He loved NASCAR, didn't he? And he made those. Well, he got those car films made, and I just look at Pixar as this perfect set of films. Apart from Cars 1, 2, 3, I think the Cars films were so profitable, what with toys and the kids, that they made money, but they're not good films. That's probably why they made more, because of the sales of toys and.
I think they made more money than Toy Story. I think they did loads. But anyway, no more Cars.
Oh, yeah, so that'd be interesting where they go from there.
Okay, mate, so another sort of slow week. That's the news. We'll be back in a minute for some What You Been Up To.
Bum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, bum. No.
I'll take the book, but I'll leave the bum bum. Okay, mate, so what you been up to this week, Mark?
I'm going to start with you this week, mate.
What have I been up to?
Yeah, what have you been up to? Not
Nothing.
me, not me, not me. You must have been up to something apart from being ill.
Yeah, what have I been up to this week? Preacher is coming back on Sunday.
Ooh, season 3.
Season 3, yeah. Jesse and the Gang. That makes it sound shit, doesn't it? Jesse and the Gang.
Sounds like something out of Cartoon Network.
Scooby-Doo, yeah. I don't know how to talk about a lot of it because it's spoilers for people who haven't seen season 1, season 2.
I've seen season 1.
Okay,
so you enjoyed it.
The main character, Jesse, played by Dominic Cooper, is a preacher who is imbued by this half angel, half devil force, and he's got this power of suggestion. So he can, a bit like the Purple Man in the Marvel comics and Jessica Jones.
Okay.
He can tell people what to do and they do it. But it's a great cast. You've got Joe Gilgan, who plays Cassidy, his mate, who's a vampire. His missus, his partner, Ruth Negga, plays Tulip, who's a hit woman. You've got Arseface.
I remember him from the first series.
And
he's the one who tried to shoot himself with a shotgun.
In the face, failed. So he's got this sort of arsehole mouth. Yeah. That probably sums it up. There's some great villains in this. You've got Jackie Earle Haley, who plays Odin in the first series. Is it Odin or Odin? I don't know how to say it.
Odin, I would say.
But he's proper mean. Season 2, I don't want to spoil it, but you've got Hitler. I won't tell you how that comes about. And we've got characters like Jesus' offspring. There's a lot of complaints from the church about these series. It's Seth Rogen's baby, but it's based on a comic, quite a dark comic. But the characters are great. I really want people to check it out.
Was season 2 as good as season 1?
Yeah.
Season 1 was great. It ended like a massive cliffhanger. And I was like, oh, I can't wait for season 2, but for some reason I've not got around to watching it yet.
I do that a lot with programmes. But yeah, it's definitely worth watching. I'm looking forward to season 3.
Do you watch individual episodes every week, or do you wait till it's finished and watch the whole lot? Are you one of those?
No, I do. I watch it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Game of Thrones. You have to watch that every week, because otherwise
you're going to hear something. Yeah. It's back on Sunday on AMC. It's a great series, so check it out.
Oh, it will be, man. Will do. I'll catch up on number 2 first, of season 2.
Yeah.
And I'll be on to that.
Yeah, I watch a lot of telly. I've watched a lot of telly this week. I'm just going to keep it short and talk about the things that sort of stood out. What surprised me was Please Stand By. It's on Netflix at the moment. Dakota Fanning and Toni Collette again. And she wasn't terrifying me in this film, like Hereditary.
Is it a film, not a show?
It's a film. She plays an autistic young girl in sort of supported living, and she's Star Trek obsessed. Just knows everything about it. She's writing a script for this competition, and she has to get it posted by a certain time. She doesn't, so she just packs a bag, puts her script in, takes a dog, and leaves. And you just worry about her because she's going across country on a bus. She doesn't really understand how the world works.
Does it kind of show you kind of like people's reactions to her?
Yeah. So the whole time you're worrying that someone's obviously going to take advantage of her, I thought it'd be something a lot worse. But yeah, that's not a spoiler. She gets robbed. She meets some nasty people, but also she meets some very redeeming characters.
Which is quite real life, really, because you know,
Yeah.
in all walks of life nowadays, you meet people that are really nice, but then also you meet some fuckwits, you know.
Yeah.
And some people who are just innocent to it all, you know, are the ones who
I think I liked it. I identified with it because, you know, I've worked with a lot of autistic people. So you really worry for her, and you don't know how it's going to end.
Do you think Toni Collette is proper underrated nowadays? You know, recently we saw her in Hereditary, which she was amazing in.
Yeah, because she was the main character in that. This, she's a secondary character, but she just does it really well. Yeah. She does a lot of different type characters. She was up for an Oscar for The Sixth Sense, right, playing the mum.
Oh, that's quite a few years back now,
isn't it? Yeah. But she should definitely win the Oscar for Hereditary. But we said she won't because it's a genre film. I mean, love the Oscars. I've got some issues with them, but
what I like about the Oscars is the ceremony itself. You know, the entertainment and stuff like that.
It's a good show. Yeah, it's a nice little film. I recommend it. Check it out. What you been doing, Mark?
Well, this week I've been trying to catch up with all the stuff we was talking about last week. So I just finished season 1 of Attack on Titan.
Oh, nice one.
Which was fucking awesome.
I knew you'd like it.
I fucking loved it. I can't wait to watch season 2.
Are you annoyed that no one's seen it?
Yeah, mate. When I watched that, it took me a couple of episodes to get into, because I don't watch a lot of manga films, you know, or manga series, or you know, or even read manga. But straight away, it took me a couple of episodes to get into, and because first I was like, oh, this kid's quite shouty, but then I realised it was just his aggression and the way he hated these Titans. And he just
they killed his mum.
Yeah. But I just love the look of it. I love the story. I love the characters. Yeah, it just blew my fucking socks off. I just thought this is brilliant. I can't wait to watch season 2. I'm really disappointed that season 2 is half the length of season 1. You know?
I didn't know that.
It's 25 episodes the first season, at about 25 minutes an episode.
Yeah.
So I've done well to watch that in a week, as well as watching that, which I really thoroughly enjoyed. It made me want to look at other manga stuff, you know. So I've started
anime or comics.
Yeah, anime. Sorry, making me look at a lot more anime, and I thought, all right, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch One Punch Man.
One Punch Man that's a brilliant manga.
Yeah, it's really funny. That's cracking me up.
It sort of tips the superhero genre on its head.
He's like depressed and stuff. That was really good. Another thing you recommended to me before was watching the TV series Fargo. You know, I'm a big Coen Brothers fan, and I loved Fargo the film.
There's 3 seasons of that now.
So I've watched the first season.
Yeah, did you like it?
Which is great.
Similar humour.
Yeah.
It is linked to the film as well, isn't it?
It's got very... like when it first started, I thought it's going to be a direct follow from the film, you know, where he's not happy with his marriage and stuff like that, and you know. But the twists and turns were great.
This is Martin Freeman. I'm trying to remember 3 seasons ago. Martin Freeman and Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, that was really good.
And his Canadian accent, not Canadian, Minnesotan accent was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to season 2. I just want to give the quick heads up that I've been watching your stuff, and I think people should check out what we recommend, because some of the stuff is great, you know, and you won't be disappointed.
Definitely carry on with Fargo season 2, which goes back to the 70s.
Yeah.
But there's some weird, trippy shit in it that I can't really tell you about, but definitely watch it. And season 3 as well.
I'll be on that next week, mate. Definitely. So in between all that, I started watching a new Marvel TV series called Cloak and Dagger.
Do you know what? I saw that and I thought, shall I start it?
Yeah, I've been a bit dubious because I don't watch many superhero TV series, you know, apart from a few of the Netflix ones.
There's the CW one, which is probably maybe a younger audience than us.
Yeah, I started watching those, The Flash and Arrow, when they first started coming out. And I
think I like Smallville because of my age at the time, but I think the sort of level stayed the same with the CW.
It's exactly what I said to Lou. With this, you know, the first lot, you know, are targeted to a younger audience. This, I think, is targeted to a bit of a...
broader.
And it's still younger in a lot of ways, but there's a lot more darker aspects to the story.
Can you tell us about them without ruining it?
Well, basically, it's based off a comic. Cloak and Dagger. Dagger, she can make light daggers and illuminate light from her hands and stuff. I don't know what else she can do so far because she does that. And Cloak, he teleport as well as create darkness, and are
they good? Sorry, mate. Are they good effects?
Do you don't see much of it at the moment? Like Cloak, you see black mist coming out his hand, like floating off him. Like it's not really in your face. And light, she kind of looks a bit like her hands are glowing. Dagger, her hands are glowing. What I feel like the whole story is about is that you got these two characters who've got a lot of issues in their own private, personal lives. Tyrone thinks he's poisoned. Her life's not what she expected it to be. So she's the light, he's the dark. And they start figuring their powers out slowly. And they don't have to control it. They don't know what they're doing.
And this is before they meet.
Yeah, and they've bounced into each other every so often. But then they start having visions of each other. They're learning that they need to be together to control the powers better. Because they bounce off each other, light and darkness. Yeah,
you say it's slow, but it's better if something happens more naturally.
Yeah.
Than just rushing into...
It sounds like it's got some good tunes in there,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. As I say, the first episode is a bit dubious, and by the third episode, I can't wait for the next one.
So you've done 3?
Yeah, I've done 3.
Is this, they all online at the same time?
I think they're weekly on Prime.
Right.
But yeah, the full one's out. I just haven't got around to watching.
Yeah, mate, I've got Prime, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Right, so that's about it this week. Next week, our movie is...
Sicario.
The Day of Soldado, right?
Number 2.
And I'm hoping that's going to be better than Ocean's 8.
Yeah, it's going to be, mate. It's going to be. The first one's great, so I think it's going to be a rewatch of the first one during the week. And
okay. Yeah, I might do the same.
Yeah.
Do you want to sign out? Do you want to close the show?
If you'd like to send us a message or just say hello, it's #TuesdayBrewcast. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, check us out on TuesdayBrew.com.
It's our website. You can press play and then go to another app, or you can even lock your phone. It will keep playing.
Or just download so you can listen to on your travels. Also, if you'd like to add me at Loki Amos
and Mr. Tyler Solze,
check out what we're up to.
Okay. Well, we'll see you next week.
Ta-ta!